dollars are wasted in the weight loss industry. The emphasis is on wasted because evidently the results are non-existent and many end up worse after these regimes. The prime function of T-Tox is the creation and distribution of a superfood cake line, providing superior quality health products to combat growing obesity by offering health-aware consumers with a nutritionally beneficial alternative to regular cake products. T-Tox products, through moderation, make it easy to lose and manage your weight. It's also a convenient solution for time-poor people who are too busy to create health-beneficial afternoon tea every day and would otherwise choose high GI health-degrading products. Whatever your motivation, we're confident T-Tox will work for you. T-Tox, through the specialization of healthy cakes, has aimed our predominant target market to be health fanatics, those health-aware and those looking for a lifestyle change. In saying this, our aim is to attract consumers of all ages and fitness levels wanting a delicious alternative that benefits consumers in multiple aspects. To achieve this type of market attraction, we will be using the market segmentation approach. Market segmentation is a marketing strategy which involves dividing a broad homogeneous market into specific and similar segments, in which T-Tox is best equipped to handle. T-Tox, specializing in superfood cakes, is redefining the previously customary health-degrading high glycemic cake range. The intended location for future franchises will be in close proximities of gyms and fitness centers, providing consumers with high accessibility to the products. In line with this, our first company location will be at Rouse Hill Town Centre, vertically opposite the high-demand Fit and Fast gym, which sees thousands of members daily. This location is expected to largely increase sales revenue through the scientifically proven direct relationship between working out and the craving of food, which has both biological and psychological roots. For every 10 calories we burn, we're expected to crave at least 3. And T-Tox product range, being located in a close proximity with high visibility to these centres, acts as a guilt-free satisfier in which health fanatics and those seeking a lifestyle change enjoy. Although, here at T-Tox, we are confident of the predicted high sales revenue our products and approaches will bring, we believe in giving back into our society and the incorporation of our services through corporate social responsibilities. Corporate social responsibility refers to a business practice that involves participating in initiatives that benefit society. T-Tox plans to aim our corporate social responsibilities in areas of environment, philanthropy and ethical labour practices. Health-centred, we believe a clean environment is essential for healthy living. Air pollution, for example, is a huge cause for respiratory diseases and cancer, among other diseases, due to the inhalation of harmful chemicals. Many have died due to these health-related illnesses, so in the hope for prevention, we should do what we can to abolish pollution. Another corporate social responsibility T-Tox will assist in the contribution of is philanthropy. Philanthropy is the desire to promote the welfare of others, expressed by the donation of money to good causes. All donations to charity T-Tox makes, once adequate capital is obtained, will be tax deductible. This legal benefit acts only as higher incentive on top of our want to contribute in the assistance of others. Furthermore, ethical labour practices, which also fall into T-Tox's corporate and social responsibilities, are a mandatory practice we aim to achieve. A strong business culture leads to a higher employee efficiency. Through the fair and ethical treatment of employees, a higher standard and amount of work will be achieved. A good business culture will also constitute of a lower employee turnover, thus saving the company from retraining, re-employment processes, and the savings on possible remuneration packages. One of the most important influences when establishing an SME is staffing. Starting up, T-Tox will keep our human resource team to a minimal. In establishing a business, once capital is limited and expenses are high. In saying this, as T-Tox expands in sales and revenue, so will our human resource team. Initially planned on a rotating roster, our staffing requirements in total for the company will include 8 cashiers, being multi-trained for back of house as well, 3 managerial positions, including myself being employed. Employees will be hired on a casual and permanent part-time basis. Qualifications needed to fulfill these positions include previous experience in the retail food industry. T-Tox has designed the creation of our products to be minimal in difficulty. Adequate job training will be mandatory and will satisfy any procedures needed to create our products. Laws regarding businesses are created on both state and federal levels depending on the division of powers listed in sections 51 and 109 of the Australian Constitution. These sections detail the depth of jurisdiction in which each level of government holds. Generally, the legal requirements associated with the operations of TTOCs include business name registration, zoning, health regulations, and trade practices. The New South Wales Business Names Act 1962 details the legal requirement that every operating business name be registered unless operating under the owner's name. Previously, affecting our company, this legislation has led to the registration of TTOC's Pty Ltd's business name. Local governments control the zoning regulations of businesses and ensure the separation from residential areas. Although these regulations will not be initially affecting our business due to the previous approval for the establishment of food businesses in our proposed premises, zoning regulations may affect our franchise expansion. As detailed earlier, TTOCs will ideally be located next to gyms and fitness centres. Generally, due to the previously established business, TTOCs should experience minimal difficulty in seeking approval to establish operations although approval for zoning will be proactively sought out to ensure efficiency through our expansion process. In line with zoning regulations, health regulations are also imposed by the local government. In order to receive a licence to operate, TTOCs must meet the legal health regulations. These regulations are specifically amplified with the dealing of food products as matters of correct handling of food. Length of time food can be sold before disposal, prevention of food, temperature danger zone, and regulations concerning the kitchen layout and employee clothing requirements. Health inspectors assess the premises and ensure the maintenance of all standards. Failure to pass these inspections could result in an involuntary cessation of the business. Hazard analysis and critical control points, otherwise known as HACCP, measures will be implemented to ensure TTOCs' strict abidance with these regulations. The Trade Practices Act 1974 ensures ethical protection of consumers from any forms of deception. Through this abolishment of deception, TTOCs, with or without the laws, must strive to ensure the abolishment of false advertising or any misleading conduct. This means that any health promises or advertising promotions must be legitimate or legal. Ramifications could arise and potential damages could be incurred. Opportunities for businesses come and go, but utilising the right opportunities can lead to the major success of a business. TTOCs, currently non-existent in any retail locations, has been given the opportunity to fulfil our location's requirements and establish as planned in the previous location of Mrs. Phil's Cookies across from Fit and Fast Rosehill Town Centre. This location, as explained prior, comes as a huge opportunity in terms of accessibility, in proximity and visibility. The economy is an exterior factor affecting the business's productions. A boom in the economy can lead to the growth and maturity of a business just as much as a bust can lead to the post-maturity of a business and the decline. This is due to the loss or gain of employment during these economic cycles, thus depicting consumer confidence. Australia's stable economy presents TTOCs with the opportunity to establish the SME without any irrational fluctuations or depreciations in sales. The economy of a country can at times be one of the business's highest opportunities and often depicts the success of the business. New establishing businesses aim to lead in market shares, overtaking existing businesses through innovation. Market share leaders in the cake and food industry, specifically in the Rouse Hill region, may act as a threat to the establishment of TTOCs. The individuality and marketing mixes, such as a product, price, place and promotion, will assist in the combating of this competitor threat. Although we uphold the individuality of our superfood cake line, with the popularity of good health rapidly on the rise, new competition in other sections of healthy food industries are accumulating. These new competitors face TTOCs with a potentially major threat. This being said, as mentioned prior, individuality, our marketing mix and presented opportunities of location ensure the success of TTOCs. The decision to establish TTOCs as a new SME rather than the purchase of a franchise or existing business was evaluated as being greatly beneficial. The reasons that led to the planned establishment of TTOCs include the individuality of our proposed business, making us a detox cake monopoly, ensured the purchase of an existing business or franchise in the same sector to be impossible. Franchise businesses are mildly controlled by the franchisee and therefore are predominantly controlled by the franchisor. Thus, the operations of the business would inconsistently adhere to the planned goals and objectives TikTok holds dear. Purchasing existing businesses can be extremely risky and often result in an involuntary liquidation or cessation. Factors such as the investment to make a business profitable may not lead to a high revenue margin. The business location or previous management could be poor and staff morale may be low. Often, major improvements must be made to equipment and maintenance to deter our choice to operate as an existing franchise. I would just like to thank you for taking your time to listen to my presentation on my SME.